Welcome to Meet Your Needham Merchants. I'm Mark Silverman, your host. Today we're at the Center Cafe. We're going to go inside and meet the Wallers. Come on in. Well, thank you for welcoming me to the Center Cafe. Everybody knows about your restaurant, but they may not know how it started. So tell me the story.
You go first.
We were out in the Berkshires back in '08, just before the market collapsed. We sold our business out there. The family was working for us at the time. We came back here because we had to vacate the area, and we owned a condo over in Natick that happened to be empty, so we moved in. We took over this business, bought this business in order really to keep the family together during hard economic times.
There were a lot of towns, a lot of opportunities that you could have chosen. Why Needham? Why this particular restaurant?
Actually, we had narrowed it down to a half a dozen different businesses, and it was John and Vanessa, my son and his wife, our two chefs, who thought this kitchen fit Vanessa the best.
And when you bought the business, was it similar to it is now, or did you change everything?
Well, we changed the interior decor, and of course the menu's different, the setup is different, but it's a different kind of restaurant. Jeff did his thing, we kind of do ours.
And how many years have you been here for now?
Since March
5.5
2010.
years. Yeah.
And what did you find to be the biggest challenge when you first opened?
Learning the demographics and the tastes of the people in this particular area, because we came from a different, when we came from Western Massachusetts, it was a whole different base. It was a New York-based food style and palate. So coming here, we had to adjust that. But after 5 years, we finally found what people like.
And is this restaurant similar to what you had in the Berkshires, or was that a different type of business?
The food is a little bit similar, but not very much, and out there it was bigger than this restaurant. Live music twice a week, fine dining. Out there we sit with the tavern, we sit 130 people. The technique is the same. Everything out there and everything here is cooked to order. The sauces are made here, the dressings are made here. When John makes meatloaf, he won't even let anybody else grind his meat. He has to grind it himself. Josh, who is another son, is the bartender here. He came out about 2 years before we sold the Egremont Inn and tended bar. He's one of the best mixologists outside of the city. He's really quite brilliant. In truth, it's a pure division of labor. Stephen owns this room. It's his. He's the host. I do the books.
And what has changed in the past 5 years? When you first opened, you probably had one plan in mind. Today, it may be a little bit different. What have the major changes been since you've opened?
The biggest major change is staffing. We started out with considerably more staff because we did not know what the service requirements were going to be in the restaurant in Needham. So we started out with 3 wait staff on a busy night, plus a bus, plus a host, plus a bartender. We have streamlined that down to 2 waits, no bus, a bartender and a host, because given the way the restaurant cooks, given the business that we do, those 2 wait staff can handle the load and walk out of here with a very good paycheck at the end of the night. So that's how we streamlined it.
And how do you get good help? I know that a lot of merchants, a lot of business people say you just can't get enough help nowadays.
It is
how
very,
do you
very
deal with
hard.
that challenge?
Well, we've been fortunate in that the staff that we have has been with us for a long time. But as the business grows, you need to supplement that with additional people to cover different shifts, and it is a big, big problem, as all small business people will tell you. You cannot find people who are willing to commit to working because of the way the world is now. They hold 2 or 3 different jobs, but so far we've been fortunate. We are still looking for more staff, though. We're always looking for staff.
And how about the menu itself? Every time you go online or you read a magazine, it's we need to eat healthy, we need to eat healthy. All the things we like to eat, they're not good for you. So how do you provide really good tasting, healthy food? Has your menu changed?
Our menu has changed. It's evolved. We have vegetarian items on the menu to accommodate that group of people that like to eat healthy. We also have, I don't want to say non-healthy, but we have fried foods, which are very, very popular. And we do specials all the time. And the menu changes frequently, not because of any one particular reason. We change because of cost, we change because of season, we change because things don't work. We put things on the specials board and run them that way, but we try to have a variety of things that a variety of people, which is, we have a very eclectic customer base.
And if people would like to take a look at the menu and see your store hours, Do you have a website they can go to?
Yes, we do, centercafe.com.
Again, please.
Centercafe.com. They can see all of our information. We change our menus frequently, and it's out there. It's also in a lot of other social media sites, which is it's mass produced across all the social media sites.
Tell me a little bit about some of the events you're involved with and some of the things you do to give back to the community.
We are trying to get started Needham's Keys. Pianos outside during the spring, summer, and fall for anyone who walks by to play. We started that the year before last year. And we have one outside our restaurant. We donated one to the town that's over in Eaton Way. The town had one out on the Common this year. And hopefully next year we can have 2 or 3 more.
So you place the pianos and people, when they're in the mood, they can just sit down and
Absolutely.
play away.
Cover them at night, cover them during inclement weather, and we store them for the winter.
So when I first walked in the restaurant, I saw you have some beautiful artwork. Are you the artist?
My family, me, my wife, and Joshua, my bartender, are we share the load of taking photography because we like to adorn the walls with photography, so all of these pictures are ours that we have wrapped on canvas, and we change them periodically with the seasons. Up on the front wall, as you come in on the left, is space that we have allocated to local artists in the community.
Well, I certainly know what's going on at the Center Cafe. A lot of good food, a lot of good times. I want to congratulate you on your success. You've built a great restaurant.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
My pleasure. When it's time for a good meal, don't forget the Center Cafe, and don't forget to shop Needham first.